Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by. I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that. Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing port hole shielding. We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so refreshing and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
So, like all other games of this type, I missed Iron Lung when it first released. But with the film coming out at the end of the month, I decided to finally give it a try. Well, let's get into it. The story begins with all stars and habitable planets vanishing in an event called the Quiet Rapture. The humans that were on space stations and starships are left behind and are now searching for a way to survive when they discover oceans of human blood on several different moons. You play as a convict, welded into a rickety submarine to explore the newly discovered fourth ocean of blood. If you're able to photograph all the points of interest on the ocean floor, then you'll earn your freedom. Now that's the setup. The gameplay consists of blindly navigating the submarine using the X and Y axes of a map to make it to points of interest and take a photo. This is actually pretty fun once you get it down. It might seem tedious at first, but once you successfully navigate it through a tight fit, I think you'll know what I mean. And this is coming from a smooth-brained dumb shit that wrecked the sub twice right out of the gate. The sound design of this game is fantastic. The creaking of the sub, the banging on the walls from outside is unnerving, while pipe spring leaks and the voice notifying you that your oxygen levels has dropped is startling when you're focused on not hitting a wall and dying. There's also a couple of other surprises, like when your cabin suddenly gets brighter and I'm too stupid to not immediately realize that there's a fire behind me. I did manage to somehow survive though. Now, I went through the game like normal, just selling to the points on the map. Apparently there's a couple hidden things you could take pictures of, but I didn't. I also didn't use the terminal in the back, so only got the lore from the two text screens in the beginning and end, the briefing, and I guess the note left by the previous pilot, which all of this makes me honestly more curious about the film. My recording of gameplay was only 1.5 hours, and that's sitting through the opening 3 times because my piss poor sub operating. So I'm wondering how they'll translate that into a 2-hour movie, when the game is only driving the sub and taking pictures, with a single mute person inside the submarine, not speaking with anyone else. Guess they'll show time on the space station and what crime the protagonist committed to add runtime. I haven't really seen any promotional material for the film except maybe a teaser. Anyways, I'm interested in what they'll do and plan to watch it in theaters. Also, I'm curious if they'll keep the ending the same. I'd give it a recommendation, but probably on sale. It's $8, but for the length and replay value, I think that's too high. Well, that's all I got. See you later.